Hey, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So glad you're here today because we're diving deep into a topic that sparks a lot of debate, especially among us health enthusiasts and busy professionals. We're talking about that first meal of the day, the one we've been told for decades is absolutely essential, breakfast. For years, we've heard the same message: breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's the fuel that kickstarts your metabolism, sharpens your mind, and sets you up for a productive day. But what if I told you that this widely accepted wisdom might not be the full story? What if the very act of eating breakfast, especially the way many of us do, could actually be working against your energy levels, your focus, and even your health goals? It might surprise you to learn that, historically, skipping breakfast was actually quite common. For centuries, people often ate two main meals a day, or simply ate when they were genuinely hungry, not because a clock dictated it. The idea of breakfast as a mandatory, daily ritual is a relatively modern concept, popularized in part by cereal companies in the last century. So, this begs the question, is breakfast really the best way to kickstart your morning, or have we been following a script that doesn't quite fit our modern lives and bodies? Let's start by acknowledging the traditional advice we've all grown up with. We're told that breakfast fuels the brain, providing the glucose needed for optimal cognitive function. It's supposed to boost your metabolism, getting your internal engine revving for the day ahead. And, of course, the classic line, eating breakfast prevents overeating later in the day by curbing those intense hunger pangs. Now, there's certainly some truth to these claims, especially for certain individuals or specific lifestyles. If you're an athlete heading out for an intense morning workout, or a construction worker needing immediate energy for physical labor, a well-chosen breakfast can absolutely provide the necessary fuel. For some, a morning meal truly does help manage hunger and energy levels throughout a demanding morning. However, the impact of breakfast is far from universal. It depends heavily on two critical factors: what is eaten and who is eating it. A bowl of sugary cereal is going to have a vastly different effect on your body than a protein-packed omelet. And what works for a growing teenager might not be ideal for a busy professional sitting at a desk all morning. The nuance here is key, and it's often overlooked in the blanket recommendations we receive. Here's where the plot thickens and where many of us fall into a common trap. The problem isn't necessarily breakfast itself, but rather the type of breakfast many people choose. Think about it. What are the go-to options for a quick morning meal when you're rushing out the door? Sugary cereals, processed pastries, muffins, bagels, or even seemingly healthy options like fruit juice and low-fat yogurt loaded with added sugars. These convenient choices are, unfortunately, loaded with refined carbohydrates and an alarming amount of added sugars. They might taste great and provide an immediate burst of energy, but that's precisely the issue. When you consume these types of foods, your body rapidly converts those refined carbs and sugars into glucose, leading to a swift and significant blood sugar spike. Your pancreas then rushes to produce insulin to bring that sugar down. This rapid rise is almost inevitably followed by a sharp blood sugar crash. As your body overcompensates to lower the glucose, your energy levels plummet. This crash leaves you feeling sluggish, tired, and often irritable, sometimes even before your morning coffee has fully kicked in. It's that familiar mid-morning slump that many of us experience, and we often attribute it to a lack of sleep or just a bad day. But the consequences don't stop there. This blood sugar roller coaster also triggers intense cravings for more food, particularly more carbohydrates and sugars, to try and bring your energy levels back up. It's a vicious cycle that can leave you feeling perpetually hungry, even shortly after eating. This overall effect can significantly hinder your energy levels throughout the entire day, making you feel less productive and more prone to snacking on unhealthy options. It can even make you feel hungrier throughout the day, sabotaging your efforts to maintain a healthy eating pattern. So, if the traditional breakfast isn't always the best move, what's the alternative? For many, the answer lies in skipping breakfast altogether, or more precisely, practicing a form of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, or IF, isn't a diet in the traditional sense, it's an eating pattern that cycles between periods of eating and voluntary fasting. The most common approach involves extending your overnight fast well into the morning. For example, a popular method is the 16-8 approach, where you fast for 16 hours and have an 8-hour eating window. If your last meal is at 7 p.m., you wouldn't eat again until 11 a.m. the next day, effectively skipping breakfast. During this extended fasting period, something remarkable happens in your body. After exhausting the readily available glucose from your last meal, your body begins to tap into its stored fat reserves for energy. This metabolic shift is known as entering a state of ketosis, where your body burns fat for fuel instead of carbohydrates. The benefits of this metabolic shift are numerous and well-researched. One of the most significant advantages is improved insulin sensitivity. When you're constantly eating, especially carb-heavy meals, your body is constantly producing insulin. Over time, cells can become less responsive to insulin, leading to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. By giving your body a break from insulin production, intermittent fasting helps to reset and improve your cell's sensitivity to this crucial hormone. Beyond metabolic health, intermittent fasting has been shown to boost brain function. When your body shifts to burning fat for fuel, it produces ketones, which are an excellent energy source for the brain. Many people report enhanced mental clarity, focus, and reduced brain fog when practicing IF. It's like your brain gets a cleaner, more efficient fuel source. Furthermore, intermittent fasting promotes cellular repair processes, including autophagy. Autophagy is your body's natural housekeeping process, where it cleans out damaged cells and regenerates new, healthier ones. It's a vital process for longevity and disease prevention, and fasting is one of the most potent ways to stimulate it. By allowing your digestive system to rest, your body can redirect energy towards these crucial repair mechanisms, leading to overall cellular rejuvenation. Okay, so if you're considering delaying your first meal, how do you actually start your day without that traditional breakfast? It might sound daunting at first, especially if you're used to waking up and immediately heading for the kitchen. But it's simpler than you think, and it can be incredibly empowering. The very first step, and arguably the most important, is to hydrate. After hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. Before you reach for coffee or anything else, grab a large glass of water. Make it a habit to drink 16 to 20 ounces of plain water as soon as you wake up. You can add a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of sea salt for electrolytes if you like. This simple act rehydrates your cells, kickstarts your metabolism, and can even help curb initial hunger pangs. Once you're hydrated, the key is to focus on activities that genuinely energize you, rather than relying on food for that boost. This is where you can really personalize your morning routine. For some, this might mean a brisk walk outdoors, getting some fresh air and natural light. For others, it could be a quick, invigorating workout session, whether it's bodyweight exercises, a short run, or some yoga. Physical activity is a powerful way to wake up your body and mind, releasing endorphins that naturally boost your mood and energy. If physical activity isn't your jam first thing, consider a period of quiet reflection or mindfulness. Meditation, even for just 10 to 15 minutes, can significantly improve your focus and reduce stress, setting a calm and productive tone for the day. Journaling, reading, or simply enjoying a cup of black coffee or herbal tea can also be wonderful ways to ease into your day without food. Another powerful strategy is to tackle a high-priority task. Instead of procrastinating, use that early morning clarity to knock out something important that requires focus. Many people find their cognitive function is at its peak during the fasted state, making it an ideal time for deep work or creative problem solving. The sense of accomplishment from completing a challenging task can be incredibly energizing and motivating. The key here is to prioritize activities that feel good to you and genuinely set a positive, productive tone for your day, rather than just filling time until your first meal. Ultimately, when it comes to your morning routine and whether or not to eat breakfast, the most crucial approach is to listen to your body. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, and what works brilliantly for one person might not be ideal for another. Your body is constantly sending you signals, the trick is learning to interpret them correctly. If you genuinely wake up feeling ravenously hungry, with a rumbling stomach and a clear need for fuel, then by all means, eat breakfast. But don't just grab anything. Make it a smart, nutrient-dense meal. Focus on a breakfast rich in protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Think scrambled eggs with avocado and spinach, a Greek yogurt bowl with berries and nuts, or a smoothie packed with protein powder, leafy greens, and healthy fats. These types of meals will provide sustained energy, keep you feeling full, and avoid that dreaded blood sugar spike and crash. However, if you wake up feeling fine, not particularly hungry, or even a little sluggish at the thought of food, then consider delaying your first meal. Don't force yourself to eat just because the clock says it's breakfast time. Experiment with pushing your first meal back by an hour or two, or even skipping it entirely and having your first meal around lunchtime. You might be surprised at how much better you feel, how much more focused you are, and how stable your energy levels become. The beauty of this approach is that it's entirely flexible. You don't have to commit to skipping breakfast every single day. Some days you might feel hungry, and other days you might not. The recommendation is to experiment to find what truly works best for you and your unique body, lifestyle, and energy needs. Pay attention to how you feel after different approaches. Do you have more energy? Better focus? Less cravings? Your body will tell you what it prefers. So, there you have it, the great breakfast debate. We've explored the traditional advice, debunked some common breakfast myths, and delved into the surprising benefits of delaying your first meal. It's clear that the most important meal of the day isn't a universal truth, and for many, a strategic approach to morning nutrition can unlock incredible benefits for energy, focus, and overall well-being. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you a lifelong breakfast believer who can't imagine starting your day without it? Or have you already embraced the morning fast and experienced the benefits firsthand? Perhaps you're somewhere in between, experimenting with what works best for your body. Let me know your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights are incredibly valuable to this community. If you found this video helpful, informative, or even a little bit surprising, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.